Yes, saladero actually is places where some animals sometimes come to lick clay. That is to sometimes as anti-parasite. Far, far away is that place, so we're not gonna walk there. But actually, like for example, to see animals like let's say tapir maybe coming to lick this, sometimes you have to take a tent and go there and sleep because it's nocturnal. Happened was actually that one day the wife of the Spanish king is sick with malaria symptoms, you know, shaky with fever. So they make just tea. Actually, some bark is missing on this tree here now because sometimes people take when they have this malaria symptoms. You can just make tea and drink and slows down the symptoms, no? So that's what they did, and then they are very curious about what's happening, you know? Because actually for the indigenous groups, the problem was for them in the air. You know, they said sometimes, actually mal aire in Spanish means bad air symptoms. Sometimes they just thought this in the air and then they are like this, you know. Anyway, probably more important for the indigenous was to understand or to know the medicine against the problem. They didn't know the problem where it's coming from, but they have the medicine anyway. So anyway, the Europeans do studies and find out that the problem is coming from the mosquitoes. They transmit the disease. No? And then, yeah, so we exported a lot of this quinine bark, like we did also with the cinnamon sticks. Quinine sticks, we export a lot. For malaria, probably for other things people use in Europe, but became famous anyway. No? And then they have a more technical name also for malaria, different types of malaria. In South America we have Plasmodium, easy to treat comparing to the African Tropica. No? Okay, so everybody knows this now. But then of course we find this in tonic water, for gin and tonic. No? Highest place in the world, that is the Andes. No? It's one of the reasons actually of why like all cultures in this country kind of like knew exactly where the equator was, because they used to make, you know, these temples on high places in the Andes like that, and then like going to the sun right. Ooh, what? Right here, like we're taking the time, and then when we come. In the local cultures, they before, anyway, a long time ago, they were using one of these roots as a cheese grater. Como la rapé.
The name is? The name?
Socratia exorcisa.
Socrat.
It's a palm.
It's palm.
The coconut palm. Yeah, these are, when we see these things like this coming straight down to the ground, so these are air roots from other plants living high up on trees that develop these long roots down to the ground to get nutrient water. Anthurium is this plant, is related to Aracia plants.
Taking water from ground.
Yeah, water, nutrients.
50 meters high.
Yeah. work. He says that the brain of nature is auxiliary. The communication of plants is through this. Communicating the cannibal community that dinner is ready.
Okay, we go.
Okay, this beautiful tree here. Actually, these roots, some cultures are using like this for communication. It's like the jungle mobile. Of course, when you're lost, or when you need help, when like people go hunting. Smells actually kind of like gasoline smell. No. No. Very wet. Yeah. Anyway, this jungle is very humid that it's not going to set on fire. The water goes over the floor a little bit. And then maybe the same caiman, I don't know, but a caiman is sitting there and watching to the